Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be a little bit different, and it's also the first time that I've had a week where I didn't have a video up on either like Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to talk about all of that. I also greatly apologize if I look crazy with this makeup right now. I'm like didn't put my lipstick or my fake lashes on because I'm like going to dinner and then I'm going to see Beetlejuice on Broadway. So I'm like in the process of doing my makeup but don't want to like finalize it yet until I'm ready to leave. So if I look crazy and if you see like white in my hair, it's my dry shampoo. I'm like about to curl it and everything, and it's just a whole mess of things. But yes, so this is going to be like a little update video. I'm not doing any reviews, but I'm going to talk about my channel and like where my channel is going, and why some of my videos have been up sporadically recently, and just all of that fun stuff. So first up, I do want to talk about my scheduling thing. This is the first time that I have missed putting up a video on a Monday or following it up with a Tuesday delayed video. And the reason I did that is pretty much because, you know, I wanted to do this video, but I also wasn't quite sure if I would have another video to put up on Thursday as well. Basically, what's been going on with me is I am currently working at 4 bars. So I am a regular bartender at 2 bars. I am the beverage director at a second bar, and that company is now opening another bar, and I have spent the last 3 weeks rush ordering a drink menu for them. I've pretty much only had like 1 day off since Halloween because of this. It has been a chaotic mess. I didn't realize that I was going to only have 3 weeks to do the menu. That was just a whole other thing. So I have been extremely busy, and I didn't want to come up with a video that was half-assed and put it up on this channel and just not have my heart or my beliefs in it, or create filler videos. Something I never want to do for this channel is create filler videos, because I hate filler videos. And kind of in a way, my unboxings already are the filler videos that you get on this channel, even though I like love watching unboxing videos. That's why I do them myself. But I didn't want to put up a filler video if I didn't have a cool concrete concept to talk about in depth with you guys. So I figured just skipping the video and making a little update video, and then I will be doing a book review for this weekend. A lot of people commented when they found out that I was reading We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. They wanted to see a full review on that. So I will be doing a full review on that book, even though it came out in 2018. So that is what I have for the week. But yes, I have been crazy busy. Again, I'm helping open a bar right now. I'm planning my wedding. It is the holidays. Everything is like jumbled, and I just didn't want to create filler videos for you guys without having my heart in it, and because I don't have a lot of time to put into it right now because everything has been so chaotic. I'm really hoping everything gets back to normal once the holidays pass. I'm going to try and keep everything as normal as possible through December, and then hopefully I will be back to my Monday, Thursday, sometimes Saturday schedule. I will always try and do 2 videos a week, no matter what, though, because this is like my favorite hobby. Like, I absolutely love doing this, but like it's chaotic sometimes, and sometimes I can't always have the videos up when I want them to. So other news going on with everything. I'm working on new merch. My sister has a really cool design that we are just waiting for like the samples to come in and the finals to be done. So if you're interested in my merch, that will be up soon. I'll obviously put all of that in a video very soon. I was going to do a Thanksgiving giveaway, but again, I don't really have time. So I think I'm just going to do one large holiday giveaway right after Thanksgiving. Any books that you guys would be interested in having as part of the giveaway that you've always wanted to read or you've heard a lot about, let me know. Would love to curate a large giveaway with books that my followers and subscribers would like to own and read. So please let me know in the comments below on that. Another update that I have is, as you saw if you've been watching some of my videos or follow me on Instagram, I am still waiting for my October Abominable box. It still hasn't come. And to be perfectly honest, I am kind of debating whether I keep my subscription or not. My interactions with Abominable box, I definitely think we got off on the wrong foot between me and them. The first time I spoke to them, I couldn't find my package in July. I know I talked about this when I did the July unboxing. And I had emailed them about it initially, and I never heard back from them, and I had to go and track down the box myself after about 2 weeks. This time the box also didn't arrive. I contacted them through Instagram, and I did get responses from them, though I'm not 100% sure how I feel about what their responses were. The long story short is that hopefully this month, which has already been shipped, it's supposed to be tracked and it should hopefully arrive, and I will have the tracking. I did get the email today that my item was sent. I did not get the tracking, which makes me a little nervous. But I am not able to make a claim that my October box never arrived until I believe it was 45 working days have passed. I did the math and I believe that's December 5th. So I can't even make a claim to see if I can get a replacement October box or to see if they'll refund me until December 5th. Don't feel too great about that. Don't love that, especially because like with the shipping and everything, it's really expensive. Like the box itself isn't crazy expensive, but to have it shipped to me costs almost as much as the box does. So the fact that I spent that much money to have the box sent here and it just never arrived really bums me out. And then the fact that like there's nothing I can do about it for 2 full months is also not lovely. And I really wish that Abominable Box was more on top of like their communication and their emails. I don't really want to say anything bad about them because I do know that they are like a 2-person run business. They do everything on their own. They do have day jobs and they do work really, really hard to create a curated indie book box every single month. I think I'm just frustrated because I've had a lot of indie companies recently kind of screw me over with the shipping of items to the point where I don't want to support those companies anymore because of how their customer service responded to it. That being said, we are so ingrained in like the Amazon customer service of the world where if like your item shows up damaged or your item doesn't arrive, like they can just refund you and replace it. Again, smaller companies don't always have the funds for that, or sometimes they hand make a lot of these items. That being said, not having tracking on shipping when it costs so much, and therefore not being able to help me at all when the package goes missing, and to kind of not always be the most responsive when I'm reaching out to them really did bum me out. So I will be getting their November box. I'll probably still get their December box, and I really want to see what happens with my October box. But there is a chance that after this year I do stop subscribing to Abominable Box because I'm just really bummed with how this whole situation has been handled. And again, I didn't like how we communicated with one another, and I'm sure a lot of it was just frustration on both of our sides, but I wasn't thrilled with the communication. And so I don't know. I'm just waiting to see what happens, and hopefully the box is found, or hopefully the refund is issued and there aren't any issues going forward, and this is just like a small blip. But having only been subscribed to the package for 5 months, I'm not thrilled that I had to spend 2 weeks trying to track down a package with no help from the company the first time, even though they do claim that they never got that email. They said that it might have just gone to junk or spam. That is a whole different issue. But then 3 months later to also not be able to find my package is really frustrating. So that is that. So that is why there was no Abominable Box. I know that some people asked for me to kind of elaborate on that, so there you go. But again, small business owners, I know their job is really, really difficult, and I don't dislike Abominable Box in any way. It's just that maybe they aren't quite ready to be able to handle full international orders, and that isn't their fault. They are a small independent company. And if it proves to be that they can't, I don't want to jeopardize my funds and continue to lose money on something I'm not receiving, or I'm receiving 2 months late. Anyhow, that is that. So then the last thing I really want to talk about today is my reading slump. You guys may have noticed that I haven't really been hitting my 6-book goal the last couple months. I'm trying, or that I've been throwing in a lot of like nonfiction or my beloved fashion fiction. Ugh, I love reading books that are just like the fashion world and the New York fashion scene, and it's so like ridiculous and over the top and cheesy and fun, and I just adore it. I just bought Confessions of a Shopaholic and I can't wait to read it. But you might have realized that I've been doing a lot of those to balance out and try to get to 5 to 6 books every single month. And that's because I'm hitting a really difficult reading slump. Like, somebody pointed out recently on one of my comments that, like, I have had very few 5-star reads this year, and it's very true. I went back into my, my reading challenge for this year and just went through all of the books, and I was like, wow, I have very, very few 5-star reads. And I was just really, like, taken aback by that, and just how much I had anticipated so many books that were coming out this year and was just let down by so many of them. And it just sucks, because, like, I love reading, but then I'm trying to read these books that were, like, on my most anticipated list, and they're just not impressing me, but because they were so anticipated, I want to finish them. Like, I don't feel compelled to DNF them. I did DNF 1 book this year. And 1 to 2 books is usually my average for a year. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, I have no 5-star reads for the most. I mean, I don't have a lot of 5-star reads, and I just have been really underwhelmed with some of my more anticipated reads, and it's actually made me want to hold off on reading some of the other anticipated reads that I've had. I really need to read Mina and the Slayers. That was my intention, to read it in September and October and this month. I don't think I'm going to get to it, just because YA is something I am not normally a fan of, and I know that if I read it in my reading slump, I might not actually enjoy it. And I want to be in, like, a good headspace to read it without a biased mindset, because I am really actually excited for this book. And then I need to read the new Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I need to read the new Stephen King. But I am just so, like, hesitant to read these books, because I just keep picking up books that I really wanted to read, like the Paul Bear's Club, Ghost Eaters, and they just do not impress me, and they become these huge slogs. So now I'm trying to read books that, like, came out a couple years ago that everybody's like, these books are great, these books are great, and just, like, hoping that they work for me. So I'm currently reading They Drown Our Daughters, which is a book I got in a recent Unplugged book box. It's Poison Pen Press. I really liked the premise. And I read the first chapter, and I was like, ooh, I really like where this is going. So I'm pretty stoked on that one right now. I think I'm going to go back and read Night Parade. I know everybody wants me to read Ghost Written, the short story collection by Ronald Malfi. I have a hard time with short stories. I love Ronald Malfi, and I do really want to read that. But I am not in the place right now to read short stories. But anyway, I just wanted to come up here and basically ask you all. I know people have been talking about Cackle. I have Cackle and I have Brother in my cart to order. So hopefully those will be ordered soon. Brother by Anya Allborn. But I just want to hear, what are some of your favorite books that you think I would really, really love in the horror genre to read to help me get out of my reading slump? Because I am really, really struggling right now. And, like, I know I could go and pick up a Stephen King book, but my, like, what I want to grab is Needful Things and 11/22/63, and I know that that would just take me the full month to read. And I want to at least try and get through a couple more books to at least hit my reading goal of 60 books this year. My real, like, true ideal goal would be to get to 72, because I think I got to 71 last year. Realistically, I probably think I'll get to, like, 65 or 66. But I haven't hit 60 yet. I'm 1 book away from 60, or I guess half a book away from 60. So that is where I am right now. So I would love and appreciate all of the recommendations. Or even, like, mystery thriller. Like, I would love a good, like, murder mystery. Especially if it deals with, like, the detective side of things, or, like, Nordic noir. Like, as you know, The Chestnut Man, I absolutely adored. I do have some Tana French here. I've only read one of her novels, but I do have that. But yeah, horror, murder mysteries, all that jazz. Please let me know, because I am struggling right now. This has not been a fun year of reading. This has been a real slog to get through, and I miss reading books that I don't want to put down. And apart from, like, Gone to See the River Man and, like, Black Mouth and The Kiss Curse, which is, like, a romance novel, I am really struggling with books this year. So yes, please let me know. I would love to get out of my reading slump. I would love to get more content up for you all. More book reviews, more books in my monthly wrap-ups. No filler videos ever needed. And obviously I will continue with all of my unboxings. I do have, the Nightworms is supposed to get here on Friday, so that'll be up soon. Unplugged, obviously, Twisted Retreat, very excited for box number 2. And hopefully my Abominable book box. Really do hope that comes, and I really hope I have no more issues with that, because that's been very stressful and annoying, and I love getting my book boxes and doing my unboxings, and it's a bummer when it doesn't work out that way. Anyways, that is all that I have for you guys today. As always, I will post 2 videos a week, hopefully Monday and Thursday, and sometimes Saturdays. And hopefully soon I will be back to posting 3 videos a week. Thank you guys so much for your patience with everything. I'm sorry life is so hectic for me right now, but I did not expect to be like helping open a bar and like doing menus and planning a wedding in the middle of holiday season. Like that was definitely not on my bingo card for this year. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Mwah.